Namaskar, and welcome once again to this sacred space where we listen to the timeless words of Shri Brahmachaitanya Maharaj. Today's Pravachan explores a very subtle but powerful obstacle in our spiritual path, the deep-rooted identification with the body and ego. Maharaj guides us on how to free ourselves from the illusion of I-ness and offers a path toward true surrender and humility. After the Pravachan, stay with us for an inspiring story from the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that beautifully reflects this message. It'll get rid of the body am I conviction. The root of the desire of public esteem and respect lies in vanity. It arises when the mind creates an impression of one's own greatness. It is this vanity that stands between us and God and obscures Him. The remedy is complete surrender to the Sadguru, implicit obedience to Him, and wholehearted performance of the sadhana prescribed by Him. Further, it is important to perform the sadhana without any feeling of doership, to avoid the cropping up of vanity, which may be dormant, but ever watchful for a chance to raise its head and become active. Indeed, even apparently innocent words like, I obey the Master implicitly, I scrupulously perform sadhana, there is now not even a trace of vanity in me, or such like, are a sign of the presence of pride. Honestly speaking, what is it for which we may feel proud? Are there not others in this world who possess more money, or more strength, more intelligence, more authority, more celebrity than us? If we look into the genesis of this feeling of self-importance, the basic cause is seen as the identity one feels with the body. Consequently, we have to eradicate this body am I conviction. Now if we want a tree to die, we must stop nourishing it with manure and furnishing it with water. To desire that others should not blame me or find fault with me, or that they should appreciate me or esteem and respect me, is like nourishing my basic pride. What we should do, therefore, is to ascribe all doership to Him, and to pass on to Him all the resultant fruit, good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant, without letting the mind be affected either way. The pragmatic world does, it is true, call for a little sense of doership, but it should be assumed only temporarily, for the purpose required. We can achieve this by submitting entirely, unreservedly, to the Sadguru. We should at least force ourselves to do it until, eventually, it becomes ingrained in our nature. The Sadguru will certainly eradicate the pride, or the body am I feeling in course of time, without your being aware of it. To give up I-ness and the pride which is its byproduct is true yajnya or sacrifice. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an incarnation of divine love, lived this truth in its purest form. Born as Vishvambar Mishra in 15th century Bengal, he was a brilliant scholar, but he eventually renounced all pride in his knowledge and physical identity. For him there was only one truth, Nama, the holy name of Lord Krishna. At one point in his life, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu travelled to Varanasi, a stronghold of scholarly pride and Vedantic intellectualism. There lived a renowned scholar there, Prakashananda Saraswati, an Advaitin who had thousands of disciples. He heard of Mahaprabhu's divine chanting and dancing, and ridiculed him as a sentimental sannyasi, who sings and dances like a commoner instead of studying Vedanta. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was invited to meet Prakashananda, he could have asserted his own immense knowledge. After all, he was one of the greatest scholars of his time. But he didn't. Instead, he humbly sat at the spot where everyone washed their feet, refusing to take a seat of honor. Stunned by such humility, Prakashananda asked him, Why do you behave like this instead of discussing Vedanta? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, My guru saw that I was a fool. He told me, you are not fit to study Vedanta. Just chant the holy name of Krishna. That alone will awaken true knowledge. This disarming answer melted the pride of the scholar. He realized he was in the presence of a true knower of God, not through intellect, but by destroying ego and body identity through devotion. Many of his disciples later became followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just as Maharaj warns us about pride born from the illusion of doership and bodily identity, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's behavior in this incident shows us the power of true humility and surrender. Though he had every qualification to stand tall as a scholar, he discarded the I am great idea because he did not identify with the body, the intellect, or social respect. His only identity was that of a servant of God. By doing so, he transformed not only himself but others around him, showing how egolessness and surrender are the true Vedanta. Sri Maharaj's words remind us that the root of spiritual stagnation is the identification with the body and the ego, the I that insists on being seen, heard, and praised. Through humility, surrender, and inner discipline, we move closer to the truth of who we really are. Not this body, not the doer, but a reflection of the divine. Let us walk this path together, step by step, day by day.